Welcome to my revolution. The context of this conversation will revolve around my federal legislative bill titled the Killing the Death Penalty Act of 2025, which is designed to create a constitutional revision within the 8th Amendment to officially abolish the use of capital punishment. For starters, even the Russian government had enough diplomatic civility to have already abolished the barbaric death penalty practice from being enforced upon Russian citizens. It's about time that Americans step up our social standards in these areas as well, as a way to actionably reaffirm our diplomatic reputation as a world-leading nation that promotes international peace and the advancements of the human right to life through policies that provide more diplomatic opportunities to redeem and counteract any perceived errors and mistakes. Most difficult to digest is the despicably disgusting fact that the United States has most recently resumed barbarically executing unarmed prisoners by firing squad, even if they have maintained a nonviolent prison track record. This lethal style of execution is a direct reflection of this nation's common style of deadly police brutality that has already divisively divided society. Foreign terrorist groups commonly execute unarmed civilians by firing squad in order to oppressively coerce civilian populations into psychological submission. Now, the U.S. government has navigated towards adopting an identical death practice in order to publicly execute incarcerated American citizens. The International Human Rights Watch organization has previously documented that one of America's most pressing human rights issues was police brutality and the abnormal exercises of excessive force upon the civilian population during policing encounters. It's extremely clear that our national law enforcement agencies have already manufactured and perpetrated their own self-created gun violence epidemic that still must be addressed through adequate police making and policing reforms. Now, regardless of the chosen method of execution being enforced upon prisoners within death row, what I don't understand is, how does the international rules of war make it illegal for a military to execute a surrendering enemy in times of war, but government laws still actively permit a criminal justice system to execute a person after they've already been detained? In fact, on a worldwide basis, each and every established military and militia casually captures and releases through prisoner exchange terrorists and enemy combatants back into their own nations, even though they have already taken the lives of many innocent people. If national militaries can muster up enough diplomacy to conduct a prisoner exchange and release of thousands of hostile combatants of war back into their societies, why can't we, as Americans, be diplomatic enough to compassionately abolish death sentences and commute them into life sentences as a substantial step towards rehabilitating a condemned life into preparation for their eventual redemption? If we're going to kill anything in America, I say we kill the death penalty.